Hello and welcome back to my channel where I have no problem sharing all my shameful dating experiences. And I know I talk like I'm sharing them with the world or all of YouTube. Like, I'm very realistic in the fact that I know, like, my mother and maybe two people from work who find me moderately amusing may watch this. Like, I don't think that, like, everyone's, like, at the edge of their seat waiting for me to decide to film about my pathetic dating life. Just want to make sure that y'all know I'm keeping it humble. I know what this is. This is something for me to amuse myself with. Anyway, so today's story is on the shorter side. So I figured I would start out with some observations I've had with online dating before I go into the story. Today we're going to discuss, and I know I've made a Facebook post in the past about this and wish I had my Facebook for reference because I think I'm hilarious. But today I want to talk about the kind of pictures that boys use for their profiles. All right, so we all know I've been on OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, Bumble, Tinder, God knows what else. And it's funny because there's just certain trends that I have just noticed in the way boys take selfies. And I'm sure boys could do one about like girls and our filters and our angles and like I'm far fatter in person than what you would expect from my profile pictures because I know my angles. But I also give people my YouTube link and I'm like, go check out my videos because I can't hide my 3 chins as easily. So hey, I keep it real with them. But I have certainly noticed some trends with boys. And it's funny because I've noticed some trends that are more likely on one site versus another. What do I mean by that? For instance, go on Bumble. There are going to be 2 types of photos that are going to stand out to you quite a bit. 1, I swear it's like a requirement for men to sign up for Bumble that they have to enjoy golfing. And they have to be able to prove that because pretty much every single profile on Bumble that I have come across includes a dude golfing. It's either him standing there, like in golf clothes on the golf course, or it's an action shot and you're just seeing the back of him swinging. Okay, it's great to share pictures of something that you enjoy and is a hobby for you, or maybe they think, showing that they play golf typically, it could be trying to prove a certain financial status or something. I don't know. Like, absolutely share photos of what interests you and what you do. Not judging. It's just a thing on Bumble. Everybody freaking has the golf action shot. I don't know why. Why is this a thing, boys? I don't know. Golfers, explain it to me. Golfers who online date, if you're watching this, what's the deal? Like, it's just a thing that I've noticed. The other thing that is pretty much standard for a male selfie on Bumble is going to be the obligatory, I dressed up one time to be in my buddy's wedding, so this is my picture of me as a groomsman. That is a thing I've noticed on there. Everybody has their, clearly you were in a wedding that day, and that is the picture that you have used for everything for the last 3 years because you, showered and waxed your scrotum that day. I don't know. But again, not a bad thing. Everybody likes to see what somebody looks like dressed up. It's just the group groomsmen party photo is a regular thing that I see on Bumble. So just a thing. Now, the other thing that I've noticed is more Plenty of Fish. Because out of all of them, I use Plenty of Fish. It's the worst one, but I use it the most consistently. I've been on there on and off since I was 18. So it's just like coming home. It's like coming home to the trailer park, to my decrepit trailer that, has no bedroom doors and I have to flush the toilet with a bucket of rainwater or whatever. That's what it's like coming home to, but it's still home. So on Plenty of Fish, ironically, because it's called Plenty of Fish, pretty much every dude is holding a freaking fish in at least one, but typically multiple of their photos. If there's 8 photos on there, 4 of them they're holding a fish. And it's definitely their main photo. And I'm sorry because there's a couple people I've talked to that may see this, and I'm sorry. I'm not judging you. Again, I'm not judging anybody. It's just a thing that I've noticed. Hey y'all, I caught a fish and I don't want to catch me a woman. I don't what are you trying to say? Do you want me to be oh my God, if we ever get stranded, he can catch me dinner. Like, is that the appeal? I just don't know what you're trying. Sorry about the titties. I don't know what you're trying to tell me there. It's just a thing that I've noticed. So, boys and their fish. Good for you. I enjoy fishing. I enjoy fishing quite a bit, but I don't have any pictures with me and fish on dating sites. Maybe if I did, I wouldn't be single. Maybe all the fishermen out there would be like, that's my woman. I'll try it out and let you know how it goes. That's probably the biggest one that I've noticed. Okay, here's other things that weird me out with like what people put in their profile pictures. First of all, don't put up pictures of your children. I mean, it's great that you have kids and that obviously it's a huge part of your life. I'm not saying like, oh my God, you're a parent. Like, there's so many creepy people on there. Just keep your kids off of dating sites. If you're in that photo, like at least blur their poor little faces out. They didn't have to be a part of your shit show that is online dating. It's just weird to me. Okay, don't put up pictures that you are posed in with another woman. It could be your sister. It could be your aunt. I don't know about maybe I'm just an insecure asshole, but I know for me personally, when I am going through a profile, I'm going to compare myself to the kind of women that you are posed with. And if all your pictures are with like hot skinny blondes, I'm like, well, next. So that's a thing that I'm very conscious of. Just like, and like, then you're like, is this your ex-girlfriend? Or you're still like hung up on her? Like, I don't get that. I get that it might seem like narcissistic to put all of your pictures as just selfies. I put up all selfies. No. I actually have one in my current Plenty of Fish profile where I was with a friend, but I put Danny DeVito's face over her face to hide her identity because again, like she didn't volunteer to be a part of my dating profile. So I changed her face. And the Danny DeVito thing might seem random, but it's actually the same graphic that I used recently to censor a boob picture. And I stuck a little Danny DeVito head over each nipple. And it's just was the most recent thing in my editing app that I had used as a sticker. So it just made sense. But yeah, don't involuntarily put your children and your friends and your whoever's in your photos. That's just weird to me. And a lot of these go for men and women. I'm just, and this is just my opinion. Okay, the other thing is, don't have your high school graduation photo when you are 46. Like, clearly that's not what you look like anymore. And I've been on there for so long, and there's people messaging me that have been messaging me since I was 18, and their profile pictures have never changed. That's alarming. I'm not going to answer you. Like, I'm not judging that you're here 13 years later, because so am I, but, like, update your photos. No photos, I'm just not going to answer because it's going to be really awkward. I mean, the looks aren't everything, but if, we're talking and then you send me a picture and I stop talking to you, that's going to feel really weird. You're going to feel really bad about yourself, and I'm just not going to do that to you. Oh, okay. This is probably my number one pet peeve with selfies. Okay, girls, we know how to take a selfie. We know our light, we know our angles. We're going to okay, first of all, probably going to mess up my tripod here, but if I'm taking a selfie, I'm coming up here because my face is going to look thinner. You might get a little cleavage action. Girls, how do we take our pictures? It's always like this. It's going to be a side angle, and trust me, we know which side of our face is cuter. And, we're going to make sure that we have one chin and that we look all cute and stuff, and our eyes look all big and our lips look pouty and whatever we need to do, right? Boys, earthworm mode. Up your nose. What is this? Why do you think this is a good angle to take a selfie? I don't understand. Dude photos, but and again, they're not going to smile. Okay, this is why we can't have nice things. I accidentally turned the camera off. And you know what? You're welcome, because unfiltered, I'm giving you all my chins, and God only knows what else we might see at this angle. How unblended my makeup is, my mustache. I don't know. You're welcome for my commitment to this project. But boys, what is the deal with taking your selfies from the worst possible angle? Like, you gotta look real serious, right? You look down in, and I gotta see your multiple chins, and I gotta be able to see up your nose. And that's like boy selfies. Girl selfies. Boy selfies. Girl selfies. Why? Why do you do that? You're not intimidating. It's just not a good look. You can do so much better. And I'm not saying like pose like a girl, because just a straight on maybe, just maybe, one chin. It's really easy. It's not that hard. And I just don't know why you think I want to look up your nose. And then the other thing, and I notice boys do this a lot. And again, their selfie game isn't as strong as ours. Like, we're conceited little hoes. It's fine. It's not a bad thing. But you find a lot of profiles where the guy will have like all 8 photos. Like, you're allowed to have 8 photos on a normal Plenty of Fish profile. So, but all 8 photos will be basically identical in a bathroom mirror, and they'll move like half an inch. So they're like holding the phone and they're like standing. And the next photo, they're like half smile. And next photo, this side. And then next photo, they have a cigarette in their hand because they think they're cool. And then next photo, they have a fish. I don't know where the fuck the fish came from because they're not in the boat. They're in the bathroom. I've actually never seen that, but I'm trying to make this make sense and tie in. But yeah, I don't just some things that I've noticed. Anything else that I find? Oh, and don't, First of all, those of you that get away with having your penis picture as a profile picture until you get reported and they take it down, like, stop assaulting my eyeballs. Like, and here's the thing. Most of the people that put up dick pics, it's not impressive. It's not even like, I mean, I think dicks don't photo well to begin with, but like, at least have like an impressive schlong if that's what I have to look at. Just scrolling through my matches, minding my own damn business. If you're going to make me look at your penis, it better be fucking amazing. They never are. The other thing, why are you able to pose with your shirts off? Like 0.02% of you, it might actually do something for me. The rest of you, I don't need to see you half naked. It's not helping your cause. I shouldn't be on there in a bikini. I know this about myself. I mean, yay, body positivity and all that, but like, I'm still that person. I'm a little old school, like, wear clothes that fit. Like, just because you can fit into it doesn't mean it fits. Just because, you're, I mean, hey, cool, take your shirt off, be comfortable, but you don't need to have that as your profile picture, trying to look all buff and like, I mean, dad bods for the win. Just don't pose like, I don't want to see you half naked. I just don't. I'm a prude, whatever. I think that's pretty much all of my rants. Oh my God, no, wait, please. Ugh, the memes. Please don't use memes as your profile pictures. Or like, I see a lot of the like, looking for my queen, kind of like lovey-dovey quotey memes. Or you see a lot of like sexual ones. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, your memes make me moist. That's why I messaged you. I cannot wait for you to meet my parents. I just can't wait to tell them that you had a meme about like, eating what's in front of you first or whatever the fuck it was. And like, I was just like, he's the one. It's gross. Please don't put gross sexual or like lovey-dovey quotey memes on there. It's just weird. Put your fucking face. If your face is that bad, like, listen, there is somebody in everybody's league. There are ugly women. If you're an ugly man, like, I'm like a 4 in good lighting, maybe, with 8 pounds of makeup on. Like, I know that. I stay in my lane. But, like, I'm still going to put realistic photos of myself, and I'm not going to use filters, and I'm not going to use whatever, because, one, I'm a magician with makeup, so I'm still going to fake my way from that 2 to that 4, And there's somebody for everybody, or somebody in your league, so, like, just put your fucking face on there. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. All right, that's my vent. That's my rant. I don't know if any of that was coherent, but those are the types of trends I've noticed of photos that people put on dating sites and things that annoy me. Don't know why you would care, but that's what I got. So now for story time. So this is story time about my dating fails. And disclaimer, I went on a date tonight. And so this is not about that. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. You're probably like 10 minutes in, like, crap, I'm about to get talked about on YouTube. But actually, the only reason that I was like, let's do a video tonight is because I like took a shower and have my face on. And I mean, I shower, but this doesn't happen every day. So I was like, you know what? Let's memorialize this in a video. But, okay. So this was maybe, I lived in Bridgeville. I've lived here 5 years, 6, 7. This was maybe like 8 or 9 years ago. So again, early 20s. I was a late bloomer. I am awkward. Shocking. I know. But okay, so I was on Plenty of Fish. Shocker, again. Glad you were sitting down for that news. But I was on Plenty of Fish, and this guy messaged me, and he was really cute in his pictures. And kind of had like a country rocker kind of look to him. I don't know, there was just something about him. He was a musician, which like I'm obviously going to be drawn to. And we messaged for a little while, and then he asked for my number, so I gave it to him. So, I don't know if it was that night. Like, it wasn't like immediately after I gave him my number, but it was like a night or two later, and my phone rings at 4 a.m. And it came up as Washington County Jail, and I was very confused because I did have somebody that I had been talking to that went to jail that like would call me like on a paid line that I paid for to talk to me from jail because like I cared about him. Like I was such an idiot. But anyways, so I get a call from like Washington County. I'm like, there's no way he's calling me at 4 a.m. Like there's no way I'm getting a call from Washington County Jail from him like at 4 a.m. Okay, so I answer the phone. And it's this guy from Plenty of Fish. I think his name was like Jay or Ron or some shit. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Some generic white boy name. And so I pick up the phone because I'm confused as fuck. And I say, hello. And he has this like southern accent. He's like, oh, hold on, honey. You're not going to be able to hear for a second. I'm recording a song. Okay, now I could see if I called you and interrupt you recording a song. That makes sense, right? So he calls me and is recording a song that he tried to convince me he had written. It was a freaking Brad Paisley song, and he sounded like shit. I know you didn't write this. Like, I wasn't born. I have a radio. Like, what the fuck? And so it was just like super awkward because he was like trying to like act like he was recording a song, and like I interrupted him recording a song, but you just called me at 4 a.m. And please explain how you called me from the jail because I am confused. Did I think all these things? Yes. Was I assertive at this point in my life to say these things? No. So this is awkward enough. I'm already like, what is this dude's deal, right? It gets worse. It always gets worse. So then he finishes his recording and he's like, I'm just getting really turned on looking at these pictures of you. They were like my profile pictures. They were my face. Do you have a boner right now? Anybody watching this? It's turning you on? No, right? That's weird. So he's like telling me that he's like so turned on. And then he's like, as he's describing what he likes about my pictures and why it's arousing him and what he wants to do to me, he's breathing heavier. Well, again, I'm naive. Took me a minute, at least a minute, to realize he was jacking off on the phone with me. Very aggressively. It sounded like he was beating his dick like it stole his wallet. And he's trying to get me to obviously like say something to turn him on and engage in this and like, and I'm just holding the phone. Like, what do I do? You know, because it's not like you can just hang up a phone. So I stayed on the line. I actually stayed on the line until he got so frustrated that I wasn't like trying to dirty talk him. He hung up on me. So that's my story. Got a phone call from a jail at 4 a.m. from some fucking weirdo from Plenty of Fish. And he jacked off into the phone and I didn't know what to do. So I just listened to it until he got so bored he hung up on me. So that's my little story for today after my rant. Hope you enjoyed it. I have better ones. I have longer ones. I have shorter ones. My stories are like penises. They're all shapes and sizes, and some of them are more useful than others, and some of them are downright fucking hilarious. So I'll try to keep them coming. No pun intended.